277 runs required. First boundary for Campbell. Hit straight at Bevan. Well played, but the fielder will cut that one off. Gayle is off the mark.
The openers have made a flying start. The target should be no problem if they keep this up.
Lee to begin a new over. The required run rate is around 5.5 and over. Stopped by Martin. Gayle is now facing. That's straight up in the air. That's the first boundary for Gayle. That's a great shot. Lee is not impressed.
He played that shot perfectly.
Lee to Gayle. That's straight up in the air. Gayle moves into double figures with those runs. Picked up by Bevan. 10 runs came from that over by Lee.
The one-day fielding restrictions really give attacking batsmen an advantage at the start of the innings.
The run rate stands at just under 5 and over. Stopped by Hayden. That's gone high in the air. That was a wonderfully timed straight drive.
He picked that up nicely and it's got him forward.
It's high in the air, but it'll drop safely. Well, that has to be close.
I think he realised halfway down that he wasn't going to make it.
Campbell has gone for 9. McGrath to bowl to Lara. Out, caught it slip. He's gone for a duck. Lee to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Ooh, that looked quite nasty. Lee to Gayle. That's run away for 4. Really looks in fine nick today.
That was good batting. He picked his spot, didn't try to smash it, just stroked it through the gap.
Good bowling from Lee.
That was a good piece of bowling. He tried to surprise the batsman by slipping in a Yorker.
That's gone high in the air. That's a real textbook shot.
He gave the batsman too much room there. 4 runs.
46 overs are left in the innings. The run rate stands at just under 5 and over. Over pitched and 4. That's the first boundary for Samuels. McGrath to Samuels. Oh, that's a really superb shot. He really can't afford to pitch short on this track.
Well, he's only been out there for a few minutes and he timed that perfectly.
Oh, that's close. And the umpire's given it. Samuels goes for only 8.
He'll probably have a close look at the replay of that when he gets back to the pavilion.
The next batsman is Chanderpaul. McGrath gets his second wicket. West Indies are 3 down now for 37. That's the end of the 5th over. The new batsman comes in at the non-striker's end. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. Umpire is signalling byes. Lee continues. Gayle has now moved into the 20s. That bouncer gave the batsman plenty to think about. The total is now 3 for 43. That's good bowling. Those are the first runs for Chanderpaul. The batsmen are coming back for a second. The sweeper picks up. .44 overs are left in the innings. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. McGrath at the start of his run-up. fielder will cut that off. So they need 2-3-1 to win from 2-5-9 balls. McGrath at the start of his run-up. Stopped by Lehman. Lee to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Lee continues. Gayle is now on strike. It's straight at Hayden. West Indies have taken their total on to 3 for 46. That's cleared the infield. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
What can I say about that shot? He looks in top form today.
McGrath to begin a new over. The required run rate has crept up to around 5 and over. Ooh, that looked quite nasty. There it goes. That's the first boundary for Chandapur. McGrath to bowl to Chandapur. Stopped by Harvey.
White.
So they need 2-2-3 to win from 2-4-8 balls. It's straight to a fielder. McGrath to Chandapur. There's a mix-up with the batsman. He looked as if he was home to me. Lee to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. There it goes. Super shot by Gayle.
That was a great shot to watch. He just leant into it and stroked it to the boundary for 4.
Lee continues. That's the end of the 10th over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. That's gone high in the air. That takes him into double figures. A nice shot, but it won't make it to the boundary. It's straight at Hayden. That one's gone to the fence. Just over-pitched by McGrath.
That was a nicely timed shot. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time.
Eight runs came from that over by McGrath. Lee to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. Lee at the start of his run-up. Stopped by Harvey. That's a big appeal. No response from the umpire. Really, that was nothing more than a hopeful shout by the fielding team. Oh, big shout for that one. The umpire turned that one down, but it did look very close. There was never a chance the umpire would give that out.
Well, Richie, the angle of the delivery was taking the ball down the leg side. That was a good decision by the umpire under a lot of pressure.
McGrath to begin a new over. The required run rate has crept up to around 5.5 and over. McGrath at the start of his run-up. It's in the air. Hayden had to make up a lot of ground there.
That was moving pretty quickly and he did well to cling on to it.
So then, that's the end of Chanderpaul. McGrath to bowl to Sawan. McGrath to Sawan. .37 overs are left in the innings. We're about to see the first bowling change. The required run rate has crept up to around 5.5 and over. That's rolling towards the fence. It should be 4 runs. The crowd really enjoyed that shot.
That was a good shot. He saw it early and got into position quickly.
They have 37 overs to get to 06. That's 4 more. Really struck that well.
That was a nicely timed shot. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time.
That's a great shot. Wasn't a very good delivery.
For all the kids watching out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the shot.
That over helped the run rate somewhat. McGrath to begin a new over. The required run rate is around 5 and over. That must be close. The umpire says not out. The bowler looks really disappointed. McGrath continues. McGrath at the start of his run-up. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. Fielded in the deep by Lehman. Simons to continue with his off-spin. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Hit straight at Ponting. They have 35 overs to get 196. Four runs. Crowd were brought to their feet by that shot.
That was a poor ball, and it got the treatment it deserved.
Simons at the start of his run-up. So they need 192 to win from 207 balls. Simons continues. That's found the gap in the field. Fielded in the deep by Hayden. McGrath to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 5.5 and over. Comfortably taken, no worries. Sawan makes his way back to the dressing room. Oh, what a catch, Harvey.
Great catch. To use the old saying, catches win matches.
So then, that's the end of Jacobs.
That's an extremely long walk when you've been dismissed for a duck.
The new batsman is the left-handed McLean. That's 5 wickets for McGrath. West Indies are 6 down now for 87. It's high in the air. McLean is out first ball. McLean makes his way back to the dressing room. Seven, now for 87. Simons continues. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. It's in the air. He looks very happy out there. There's his half century. Simons is back in the attack. That's straight up in the air. He found the gap with precision.
It was a good shot, but the bowler shouldn't be bowling at him.
It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. Simons continues. Confident appeal. No response from the umpire. Oh, I felt that that wasn't out. 32 overs are left in the innings. McGrath to begin a new over. The run rate stands at just under 5.5 and over. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. McGrath to bowl to Gayle. Pushed into the gap. Didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Martin reaches it before it crosses the boundary. That's straight up in the air. Gayle is now facing. He's got it into the gap. Now the run rate stands at just over 5.5 and over. Well, that's through the gap and it'll go for 4. That was a superb placement.
That was good cricket from the batsman. He placed it, didn't try to hit it too hard.
West Indies are 7 foot, 106. Gayle is now facing. Well, that's going to reach the boundary. That was 4. The moment it left his bat.
Cracking shot. He's in great form.
167 runs required. So they need 167 to win from 183 balls. He's got it into the gap. This over is proving rather costly to Australia. King facing. That's the end of the 20th over. We're about to see a change in the bowling. The run rate stands at just under 5.5 and over. Stopped by Martin. He's got it into the gap. That's cut off by Simons. Pushed into the gap. That is an excellent catch. King goes for 4.
Well done, the fieldsman. He really backed up the bowler's effort.
Dylan is off the mark. 29 overs are left in the innings. The required run rate has crept up to around 5.5 and over. Played into the gap. McGrath just picks that up inside the rope. It's high in the air. Well, the fielder's not going to cut that off. Simons is not impressed.
The bowler can't have too many complaints about seeing that ball disappear to the boundary.
Gayle is now facing. That's rolling towards the fence. It should be 4 runs. That was a really confident shot.
The bowler can't have too many complaints about seeing that ball disappear to the boundary.
Steered expertly into the gap. Batsmen are after 2. 28 overs are left in the innings. The run rate stands at just under 5 and over. He's got it into the gap. Lee to bowl to Dylan. Pushed into the gap. Dylan facing. Lee to Dylan. Simons to continue with his off-spin. The required run rate has crept up to around 5.5 and over. Hayden is not going to reach that. Simons only overpitched very slightly, but it was punished.
Well, he smashed that for 4 with a big smile on his face.
West Indies move on to 130. rolling towards the fence. It should be 4 runs. That's a real textbook shot.
It was a good shot, but the bowler shouldn't be bowling at him.
Simons at the start of his run-up. It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. .26 overs are left for West Indies. Lee to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. It looked as if he was home to me. That's through. Bowl him. That was a superb delivery.
What a cracking delivery. It went straight through him.
So then, that's the end of Dylan. Coffey is now on strike. That's the halfway mark, 25 overs. The new batsman won't have to face just yet. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. The batsmen are coming back for a second. Hayden cuts that off. He's going to have to move here. There it goes.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
Well, that'll certainly beat the fielder into the fence. This is a really vital innings by Gayle. That's a century for Gayle. Overs are left for West Indies. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. Coffey is off the mark. Out. He's been caught.
The bowler is giving him a pretty mean stare after that. Perhaps he should avoid the dressing rooms for a while after the game.
So to sum up then, Australia win by 27 runs.